So what's Spider-Man's side hustle? He's a web designer. No? Because he designs the webs.
Perfect.
So broskies, we've taken about 2 weeks off just to relax, reset, and of course, get back into the swing of things. Come on, another Spider-Man joke. That's enough. Okay, no more. But of course, I came back to these bad boys and I'm very excited to talk in depth about these. It is, indeed, the Air Jordan 1 Spider-Man Next Chapter. Now before getting into this review, I just want to say I have started up my own podcast. It's been a long time coming, but we've finally got the ball rolling. And in case you're wondering, there is no change in terms of content over here on this channel on the YouTube side of things. It's just a little bit more extra waffle, just in case you want some. I will try to keep visuals on the podcast. Sometimes I might just do audio, which is going to see how it goes. But things over here, they're not going to change. But anyway, enough of that. All the links to the podcast will be down below. And now's the time to dive into this bad boy. Now, there were some things I did actually touch on when it came to this sneaker on the podcast, but this review, I'm going to kind of touch on them a little bit more. So I did actually double up on this sneaker. I got one from End on a raffle, which I totally forgot about. And then I purchased them on eBay way before. Now in terms of the pricing though, these did come in at 180 quid and I'm a bit cheesed off about it. Not solely because of the price increase, it's because we didn't get anything extra, not even extra laces. Like what is that? I was hoping at least extra laces and even a special kind of box. It is a Spider-Man collaboration and all bruh, like come on. By increasing the price from your regular Jordan 1 to this pair, I kind of feel like I know why. It's because of all the different materials on the shoe. So yes, a part of me does get it, don't get me wrong, but a part of me is like come on, give us a little bit more. But of course, the release has come and gone quicker than my hairline, so let's touch on the box. Disappointment aside, it does come in that regular Jordan 1 high box. It's red and black. And yes, some might even argue it is sort of synonymous with the Miles Morales branding. But anyway, like I've said, there's no extra laces, there's no extra little bits and bobs. The product sticker itself does say Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG SP, and the official colorway is University Red and black. Now looking at the resale market, of course I did actually go resale initially because before the initial release there was actually a shock drop, so I was like, you know what, let me get them in a little bit early. It didn't really work out that way. My actual retail pair came in before that pair, so it was kind of redundant. I picked them up for around 190 on eBay and I wasn't too mad. I can see these going up very slowly over time, maybe in years to come, who knows. Look at the first Jordan 1 Spider-Man. Yes, it was making some waves, but a lot of people didn't like them at all, but now they're around 500-600 for my pair. And I know my size is sort of like the go-to size 9 UK, but it is what it is. Now yes, if you are looking on the resale market, you might just be thinking about how they fit. Now this pair, just like every other Jordan 1 high I've tried on, there's nothing really changed. They fit pretty much true to size. So whatever sizing you go with in terms of the Nike Dunk for example, even Air Max, I'd say stick to that. Right, so we touched on the price increase a little bit and why it could be. The materials, so let's take a look at them. And believe you me broskies, there is a ton of different materials on this shoe. In this remixed edition to the classic Chicago 1 colorway, there's so many different materials that are slapped on this shoe, ranging from leather, suede, nubuck, and even patent leather. There's even some iridescent panels on the shoe as well, just to give it that extra shine. I think the best in terms of quality of the materials, I'd say are around the toe guard. It's got that leather finish on them and they're so buttery. I'd even argue better than the Lost and Founds. Of course, this sneaker is to celebrate the June 2nd release to the new Spider-Man Miles Morales film. So the panels and design actually do coincide with the art style to the films. Now, I'm one of the biggest fans of Spider-Man in general, but Miles Morales is top tier in my opinion. I loved everything about the film, from the art style to even the storytelling. And I do feel this sneaker does epitomize it. The sort of wacky designs to that sort of pepperoni look that we do have on the sneaker does actually look cool after a while. I feel the lateral side does look better where the Air Jordan Wings logo sits, but the medial side does look a lot like pepperoni. But that part might grow on me, who knows. Now another thing they sort of did change as well compared to a normal Chicago is the Nike Air tab on the tongue. It sort of spills over and doesn't wrap around the back. I can't lie, just like the first Jordan 1 Spider-Man, I kind of feel like they missed a trick. They didn't add any blue. Just imagine where that white panel sits just underneath the Nike Air. that was blue, that would have looked cool. Now the sock liner does come in black here, and of course the insole is too, with the red Nike Air branding towards the back. But the ankle collar for me is where it's at. That iridescent shine to it, and of course that paint and leather look does look so nice. Now the Jordan Wings logo is sort of stuck on here, it's not even stitched in or embossed, and it has that 3D animated look to it. Now the Nike swoosh, just like that ankle collar, is so nice and shiny, honestly. It changes color based on your lighting. Now just where the heel cups around, again we have different panels on there too, ranging from leather, nubuck and suede. Now one of the only things they kept sort of traditional is the midsole, and it's very standard here. But one of the biggest talking points was the outsole to this shoe. Absolutely amazing. At first glance it does look normal red, and broskies, this is possibly the worst outcome to showing a glow in the dark shoe. If you do know UK weather, it's near enough impossible to predict how it's gonna go. There was literally like no sun when I was trying to record the shots, and I even tried a UV torch as well. So I didn't really get the shot I wanted to show you the glow in the dark outsole, but it is what it is. I don't know if you can kind of tell, it does definitely change color when a UV light is shone onto it. So imagine wearing them all day and they sort of charge up, and then you go into a dark environment, you're defo lighting up some floors. Hopefully I can find some other footage or even put a picture that I find online. But I found this feature so cool, honestly. Right broskies, what are we thinking so far? And I think it's about time that we decide together whether these are a buy or a buy. Now I've seen tons of people disregard this shoe, and I do kind of see why, but at the same time I just don't get it. They are sort of tinkering. You get it? The tinkerer. It was a villain in the Spiderman game? No? Tinkerer? I'm on fire. But anyway, they are changing up a Chicago 1 colorway, and that's the most classic colorway of all, in my opinion. So yes, they might annoy a few OG heads, but at the same time, it's a nice refreshing look. Did they sort of overdo the materials on the shoe? Yes. Does it look cool in my opinion? Yes. So I don't see the problem. One of the things I kind of wish they did change though was that sort of pepperoni look to where the ankle collar sits. And if they added a little bit of blue on the shoe, I think it would have popped so much more. But other than that, I really like this shoe. I even doubled up, and I'm probably going to keep the second pair when I wasn't even meant to. And I feel like it's one of those sneakers a lot of people are going to gravitate to over time. Is it going to be a future classic? I'm not too sure, but I just love this shoe, honestly. Yes, it might look kiddish. Yes, there's no special box or hang tags or any of that jazz, but I still like it. And I was actually trying to talk myself out of buying this shoe, but it just didn't work. Anyways, broskies, a classic Jordan 1 colorway with a web slinging twist. What more can you ask for from a Jordan 1 fan and from a Spider-Man fan? I am indeed going to give these an absolute buy. But broskies, comment down below and let me know what you think. Was this a sneaker that you picked up recently? Did you even double up? Or was this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comments. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit me up on the socials and listening to the podcast, because there's plenty more waffle over there. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And till the next episode, take care.